Hello YouTube, and welcome back. This is the 10 deck challenge series on the Fluffy Wolf 2 channel. I am Fluffy Wolf 2. You can find us live on Twitch, and if you're enjoying what you're seeing here and want more content, hit that subscribe and bell icon. That gets you it all for free. Enough of this, let's get to the deck this week. Sultai Reclamation here in Modern. The list comes to us from a 5.0 posting by Fitz, FTZZ. I don't know if he goes by Fitz or not. I don't think he does. You can definitely find his listings, though, out there. Pretty typical control list with remands, cryptics, snapcasters, but we go into the Sultai colors for interaction in mainly black for the most part once things are on the field, and then also for the main sake card here of Wilderness Reclamation. And this allows us to play this in, and then we just get lots and lots of mana, getting to untap every end step. And that gives us plenty of mana to do things like Cryptic, Nexus of Fate, Blue Suns for a bunch, or use Mystical Teachings. A lot of our stuff is at instant speed. So we're going to be doing that at end step. We're going to be trying to get to 4 mana, surviving the first couple turns with maybe a remand or so, and get what we need done. We have the ability to ramp with Growth Spiral as well, one of the newer cards from the printing sets. Not too new, I suppose. And that'll get us to that 4 mana, which is our sweet spot. Sideboard has a variety of kind of toolbox type of spells, and this is because of the other card, Mystical Teachings, which is kind of allowing this go fetch what you need in the circumstances that you need. It's at instant speed, it does have flashback, and you typically can cast both sides, the 4 mana and then the 6 mana flashback, without too much of a problem because of the Reclamation. Sideboard, as we said, is toolboxy like, and it has things like Veil of Summer here for countering. We have Consume the Meek, which is a board wipe, Ravenous Trap to get rid of the graveyard, Fracturing Gust to remove enchantments and artifacts, some Ice-Fangs in case we need a little more creatures, a little more card draw, probably for something more of the control like Mirrors, Spell Snare, Ceremonious Rejection, just the sweet. We also have a Creeping Tar Pit, so if we get into a little bit of a loop with Nexus of Fate, we can definitely swing in that way as well. And by attacking with Creeping Tar Pit, we're not turning off our counters because we will be hopefully untapping at end step. That's the deck. We're going to run it in a Modern League here on the 10 deck challenge. So stay tuned and let's get to match number 1. All right. Match time. Let's find our opponent. Let's play a Sultai Reclamation in Modern. Here we go. All right. Let's get a good opener. Let's start things off. Let's start them off well. All right, 3 lands. We can go get green with the Polluted Delta. We have the Opt. We have 2 Growth Spirals. We are drawing a card with both of these Growth Spirals and getting further and further towards the necessary mana. I think we're going to go ahead and keep this. It seems to have enough card draw, maybe a selection, and if we need to, we can find something with Mystical Teachings. Keeping in mind that Mystical Teachings does only get instants or cards with flash. Overgrown Tomb for our opponent. And are we going to get Thought Seized or Inquisitioned here? It appears neither. Alright, Polluted Delta is probably what we're going to play. We are, and we're going to just pass right back. We may opt at end step, we'll see. We draw an Archmage Charm here. It appears our opponent is, well, I was going to say Jund, but this isn't exactly Jund. Satyr Wayfinder. Going to mill some cards, more than likely. They're going to pick up their Swamp. Luckily for us, they didn't really hit too much. Let's go ahead and fetch and get that green source. Breeding Pool. Untapped, and we'll go ahead and opt here. Mystical Teachings. I don't need another one of those. Let's try to find something else. Alright, a polluted delta. Another polluted delta. Alright. Well, we'll put polluted delta in, and we can definitely growth spiral to get our next land. We'll probably put watery grave in. We could also play this polluted delta with the idea if I get something off growth spiral, I could fetch and get to play it as well. Bloodstained Mire for my opponent, fetching a Blood Crypt. Let's hope things don't get too crazy here. Satyr gets in for 1. We have Gravecrawler here, followed by a Bloodcast. Alright. We don't need a whole lot of black, so I'm just going to get a basic island. Play a growth spiral. I think I can play this polluted delta. Oh, we drew an opt. That might be a reason to go ahead and just play the island. Let's play the island here so that we can play the opt. Cryptic command. I can go ahead and take a cryptic command. I'm not opposed. We find another opt. Let's put polluted delta in and pass. So we can counter a spell here. We can draw 2. We can tap counter. Got a few options here. Feel like we're in a good spot. Let's go ahead and fetch here. We're doing this so that this opt will put something at the bottom that we're not too worried about. Let's go ahead and opt for starters, and then we'll probably growth spiral to get watery grave out. I'll take a snapcaster, that looks good. Growth spiral. We're looking for reclamation at this point. Well, we need one more. Well, this is a snow creature, so that's good. Alright, I think we're just going to probably tap the team and probably just draw a card here. This is only 5 damage. Only. There's that swamp we knew about. A Bloodghast here. I don't particularly want to counter a Bloodghast. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. I guess I have Fatal Pushes. Let's tap and draw a card. Flooded Grove. Okay. Just need to stay alive. There's a Fatal Push. Flooded Grove. We might... It's tough here. It's tough because we could kind of Fatal Push our way to a little bit of extra life and then maybe Mystical Teachings. See if this is worthy of a counter. I think we're just going to now probably Snapcaster Cryptic here. Though we could ice-fang and Mystical Teachings. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oof. 7 life. This is 3 other snow permanents, so we don't actually kill the Vengevine. Ironically, we could gain control of this, but it can't block. I think the other thing I could do is snap, opt. Then I have 3 mana. It's probably snap Cryptic here. Tap team draw. So we'll go that line. Okay, we find another cryptic. Come on, Reclamation. Land for our opponent. Okay, okay. It's a remand. It's a remand. So we can tap the team, pick up Snapcaster. We should probably have attacked there, but we'll hold back like we're defending. So I guess we're gonna tap the team here. Return target permanent tone and tap the team. We're not drawing, but we're gonna get another time walkie type of thing here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. We'll use the ability. Go get a snow land. Now we have 3 snow lands. This was countered though. I guess here I can block the Vengevine with Codal and Fatal Push. This way we don't take nearly as much damage. We'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're drawing. Oh. Assassin's Trophy again. Okay. We are still drawing here. Let's take a swamp. In case I get another Fatal Push. Get a Tar Pit. So let's go ahead and kill Vengevine here and take 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. This does put us to 2. A little bit frightening. I wonder if I'm going to get this off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if I have another Cryptic I could get. I probably do. How many have I used? 1, 2. I could also get a Snapcaster, but I can't Snapcaster and Cryptic. We do have 4 Cryptics in the deck, so I can Mystical and Cryptic. So we may do that and play Creeping Tar Pit tapped, because I can actually fetch a land with Misty. Alright, we have a line. It's narrow, but we're here to sit on the edge of our seat. Let's go ahead and get this Mystical Teachings going. Get the Cryptic. Tap the team, draw a card. Tap and draw. Where's our wilderness? Alright, a Fatal Push. Our turn. Snapcaster. Alright, we can Snap Cryptic. You can also go to town on blocking and killing some stuff here. Misty can fetch, I think, a basic. I think I have 4 islands in this list. I do. So let's go to 1. 2 versus 1 I don't think matters. I could get the forest here too. Let's see here. I'm Snap, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 Cryptic, and then I could have 4 mana left over. Doesn't get me Mystical. It doesn't really get me anything, so maybe I just get the Breeding Pool tapped here. And then I can play the Charm behind this. And we're not going to pick up Snapcaster this time. Well, I say that. Maybe I'm supposed to, because I have Remand and Archmage Charm behind this. If they have 2 counters, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have 4 left over. I'm gonna draw some cards too. Let's tap and draw. Another fatal push. Alright, end step. I'm gonna draw some extra cards here. Let's draw. Okay. Blue Suns and another mystical. Creeping. Let's see here. At this point, I have used 2 cryptics, 1 here, so I have 1 more cryptic in the deck. Alright, so let's plan for that. 4, 2, 3, 4, so I have 2 mana left over to do something with. Maybe a remand. Let's go ahead and attack in this time, get our 2 damage in. Alright, we're a little behind on time. Just a little bit. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could. No, I don't have the sideboard consume the meek here. Alright, let's Mystical Teachings. Go get our cryptic. Living for forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could Snapcaster Cryptic. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. Because why not? Oops. Need to tap correctly. Snapcaster Cryptic. And because I played an extra land, I should be able to maybe mystical to go get my cryptic. We're literally just looking for reclamation. Opponent passes back to us. There it is. There we go. All right, we're jamming that out. Wilderness Reclamation. Nice. All right, now we can Mystical Teachings here. 5, 6. It's Mystical Teachings. I probably just want to get a cryptic or something just to be super safe. I could also Nexus of Fate now. This is at instant speed. So let's Nexus of Fate here. And swing for 4. So we should have this one. Stop on my turn for the end step here. Make some mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1 more. And we could Blue Suns as well. I don't think we Blue Suns. Well, actually, it's probably not a bad idea. Make sure we do draw like the Nexus of Fate again. Oops. Target us. We're not at risk of milling out here. So let's draw 4. Nice. We can pulse now. Let's get rid of a land and a fatal push. Oh, nope. Just need the 1. Find a cryptic. Let's attack for 2 here. Let's Mystical Teachings. So we've got this one. We just need to... Actually, there's not a whole lot we need to do. Let's go ahead and pulse. Let's go ahead and get our Snapcaster back. Let's float some mana. Nice. We got there. 7 mana. We can Growth Spiral here. We're not at risk of anything. Go ahead and fatal push some stuff. These can't block anyway. Our turn. Nice. So we'll go ahead and attack. I guess we should have played the Snapcaster in or booted these up. Alright, we'll give it back to our opponent at this point. We can cryptic tap them down. Alright, maybe a little misplay there at the end, giving our opponent one more turn. I feel confident we will get through, though. And we should have game number 1. Man, we're low on time. We'll have to play quicker. Play quicker. This is all fine. We're just looking to tap team. Just looking to tap the team opponent. Alright, tap them down. I'd like to swing at you. Combat. Swing. Did we get it? I think so. Alright, alright. Whew. Let's go to sideboard. Alright. Ravenous Trap. Consume the Meek. Seem good. Surgical seems fine. Maybe a Fatal Push. I think an additional Snapcaster could be good. We could Echoing Decay as well. I'm wondering if there's any reason to bring in any of the life gain. They're not playing a lot of cards. I think it's these six that kind of interact with the graveyard. Question is, what are we taking out? Probably a Logic Knot. Remands are a bit interesting because you remand their creature back, and then on top of that, they get to just replay it. I don't mind Abrupt Decay or Assassin's Trophy. Maybe this ice-fang's a little bit weak, although it's just a one of. It's back to the toolbox problem of what do you take out. Let's not do Snapcaster. Let's not do Fatal Push. We have a variety of those. Let's look at Surgical and Ravenous Trap first, and then these two. So Surgical in for Logic Knot seems on point. How do we get Ravenous Trap going? If we don't have Ravenous Trap in the opener, it's maybe not as good as we would like it to be. The One of Charm's fine. I think I could do a Remand out for a Ravenous Trap. I'd rather have Ravenous Trap in the opener than Remand. And is Consume the Meek make any sense? It's all converted mana cost 3 or less. Vengevine and Hogak don't care, so that's probably a no. Echoing Decay is probably better than perhaps another Remand. Perhaps. Alright, we'll run these. We'll run these. We have 13 minutes on the clock. Ooh, alright. We're going to keep this mainly to go a little bit quicker. We need a black source, but I have the Wilderness Reclamation. This keeps probably weak because Blue Suns is just not a card we're casting. I got baited in by the Reclamation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a bad keep, I think. It's a bad keep, but if they just have the nut hand here, they play two things, and they have, you know, 8-ish, 10-ish power, I don't think anything but a Ravenous Trap would have stopped this. Carrion Feeder. Does the Vengevine things. Probably sacks Stitcher. Plays Hogak off these. Gets in for 4. Ooh. Gets in for 5. Then sacrifice. Oh, no. Let's go ahead and start with an opt here. We can keep that land. We'll pass back. We may be able to Fatal Push the Vengevine to not take as much damage, and then Snapcaster Fatal Push something. And then if we hit running cryptics. This is fetching a watery grave. Opponent is looking to put Hogak in. Hey, let's loot him. Smart to do this in case they have another Vengevine, which will make our line probably obsolete. Just another Hogak. Just a Hogak. Alright, they haven't hit any extra Vengevines, which is good for us. So we can block this Carrion Feeder. And Fatal Push. Alright. So let's Fatal Push here. We do have to get this off a Watery Grave, unfortunately. I guess Hogak just kills us. So we go to 10 or 9. There's Assassin's Trophy. Alright, we'll pass it back. We have a chance here, I think, because we get an Assassin's Trophy. This becomes 3. If they have double spell, then we're in trouble. Don't have a second spell. Be kind, opponent. Be kind. I guess they could replay this Hogak, but they want to smash in for 8. I'm almost greedy enough that I would sack a Stitcher here and try to go for it. But I'm a greedy person. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we'll try for it. We'll try for it. F6 here. We're looking for probably Cryptic off the and play Wilderness Reclamation. If we don't get that, we'll probably concede here and save our clock. 4, 5, 6, 7, going to 2. Our fetch lands are almost off at this point. Almost. Cryptic? You're a bit late, Surgical. You're a bit late. Alright. Do we want to change anything here? Consume the Meek is just looking interesting. The Assassin's Trophy is a good way to get rid of a Hogak, as is the Surgical. Am I supposed to just be trying to kill things with Fatal Push and consume the Meek? Maybe. Is that better than maybe an Opt or another Remand? I can see where the Remand's not doing a whole lot. Although remanding the big one is doable. Maybe ice-fang's just really not that important here. It's not really... Let's assume it does block. It's only blocking 1 damage out of Hogak before they get to replay it. And if it does block a Vengevine, I guess that's good. But if we're doing Vengevine, we're probably dying. Is it better just to remand, or is it better to Fatal Push? Let's take ice-fang out for 1 Fatal Push here. Gosh, that feels bad. I don't like that. I like this because we're on the play. And I think Consume has a place, but I don't think it's against this opponent. Alright, we have 1 land. We have a bajillion Snapcasters, though. Awkwardly, I need all my colors here. And if I don't fetch correctly off this, it could get really bad. I think we have to mulligan this. Alright, this looks better. We can remand something. Blue Suns. These are 2 draws. Let's keep this, get rid of Blue Suns here. And let's fetch a Watery Grave with this Misty. Maybe we just mess them up here with our remand. Maybe. Alright, go ahead, opponent. Can we take down match 1? I don't know. Neonate. Get our watery grave here. We control an island, so we can play Hinterland Harbor. Remand's looking good. What are we remanding? Faithless or just a creature? Might just remand just about anything. Alright. Opt is cool. Opt gives us something to do if the remand target's not there. Alright, we're swinging for one. Alright, opponent. Seems reasonable. They're going to probably cash in the innate here. They do, putting a Bloodghast. Alright, we're going to see a land here and Bloodghast back. Alright. Then what? Stitcher? We might have a remand target here. I will be happy to remand that one. Satyr gets things going. Fatal Push is nice too. Alright, Mystical Teachings. We're a touch away from that. I don't know if I'm supposed to take this here. Let's go ahead and just Fatal Push. They might have a land to bring this back. Yeah. I don't know how many things I'm going to have as an option to Fatal Push, though. So we're going to see Satyr here. There's Faithless Looting. I guess I'm making double blue here. Just in case I find another Opt. Looks like we're going to see a Vengevine. So in response to this next spell, we're going to see if we can find Ravenous Trap off the top. Might have a few looks. Let's see. Hinterland Harbor. I don't think I need the extra land yet. Let's bottom this to try to get a Ravenous Trap. It's actually not a bad card to see here. Alright, so we don't hit any Ravenous Trap. They hit... Let's see here. They take the Polluted Delta. Alright. Oh, look what it is. Alright. Well, I think our Opt actually is going to play off just fine here. Bending that extra land got us to Reclamation, and this gets us to Cryptic Mana, and this gets us our Ravenous Trap. Now we got to come back from here, but we have a good shot at this. We'll take 3. Okay. Verdant Catacombs. 3 mana. Faithless Looting. This is cast with Flashback, so it doesn't go to the yard here. What could I go get with Mystical that I would care about right now? Let's go ahead and let this Faithless Looting resolve. Then I can decide what's most important to go get. Alright, Polluted Delta and Blood Crypt hit the bin. Let's go ahead and Mystical. So Verdant Catacombs just hit the bin, so Ravenous Trap's online now, so I don't need to go get a Surgical. Curious what this is. Nature's Claim. Let's go ahead and just eat their graveyard. And now, what do I go get? What do we go get here? Do I go get a surgical or do I go get like an assassin's trophy here? Maybe I'll just go in and getting another cryptic here to have a couple cryptics. I think I don't mind another cryptic here. That'll buy us a couple turns. Maybe get the mystical teachings again. All right. All on you, opponent. So I'm good with just a counter draw here. That card's kind of scary. So counter draw. We'll see what else they have. Ooh, Nexus of Fate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, bonus Stitcher. Duress and Assassin's Trophy here. Carrion Feeder. One card. I need my Reclamation. Watery Grave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just Watery Grave here and pass turn. They don't know about the next cryptic here. I also don't know if I cryptic anyway for one turn. Let's... Do I counter draw here? I could tap the team and draw. Let's tap the team and draw. Tap and draw. I'm leaving up a forest, which is wrong. Mystical Teachings. Where's my Reclamation? Growth Spiral. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we'll play at instant speed here. Am I growth spiraling or not? I think I growth spiral here. 1, 2. Choose a non-creature, non-land card. Let's go ahead and Mystical Teachings and get a Snapcaster here. And then we'll just let them pick. I don't mind taking another turn. It's a draw, so Growth Spiral they might take. Alright. I kind of don't mind this. I get a cantrip here. I'll take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we'll have Snapcaster Cryptic. And we just gotta win from there. Easy. Easy stuff. Gravecrawler. Alright, we'll go ahead and Growth Spiral. I really don't care what you're doing here, opponent. Let's Growth Spiral. Alright, Cryptic's a good one to draw. Gives us another turn. Passing to our turn, please. They're going to just replay this a few times to get the value out of their lands. Alright, we have an opt. Let's start there. We'll main phase this in case. Blue Suns, we're not going to be firing off here, so we'll bottom. Land. We will pass back here. So at this point, we may just snap Cryptic, because they know about this Snapcaster. So tap draw. They don't know about this one, and we might get a couple iterations of this. Just tap and draw. We gotta move quick. Gotta move quick. 7 minutes on the clock. Oh, land. Not ideal. I wonder if that last card's removal for Snapcaster. If it is, it's better to tap draw here. Getting our Gravecrawler value. I think if they tap out, this kind of tells me that it's probably not. Let's do Misty, crack Misty for a, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's, on their upkeep here, before they draw, we're gonna try to Cryptic and bounce Snappy. This is risky, but I think it gives us the most draws. If we tap bounce, what are we doing actually? We don't need to tap bounce. Yeah, we do need a tab bounce. We'll try for it. I like trying for it here. If they have it, they have it. Alright, they don't. Thank goodness. So it was correct at upkeep to do that. Avenge Vine. This is 6 mana, right? Ugh. How are we winning? Echoing Decay is cool. It's cool, but I don't think it's going to do anything for us here. So what are we doing? Snapcaster Cryptic now? Snapcaster Cryptic. We can attempt to return again if we want. I think we'll go ahead and do that. We'll go for it. They didn't have it last time, so we're getting a few extra uses out of our Snapcaster. Are we progressing our board? Absolutely not. Vengevine hits the bin. Vengevine hits the bin. Gravecrawler hits the bin. This is making Carrion Feeder huge, by the way. We could Snapcaster Ravenous here. That'd be hilarious. I think it's just better to go ahead and Snapcaster Cryptic still. I'm just gonna pass the turn to us, please. Please. Come on. Big card, big card. Not a big card. Can we Mystical Teaching Snapcaster? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The genuine answer is no right now. I wonder if I try to do this again. I don't think there's any reason to risk it this time. So we'll do Snapcaster Cryptic. Tap team, draw a card. Tap and draw. Come on. Alright, teachings. How many cryptics have I used? 3? Alright, so we can go get another cryptic. I guess resetting Vengevine every turn here, they get a blocker. Probably not a lot I can do about that. We're a solid 5 life. Polluted Delta. Let's crack this. Let's go get the swamp. So I can mystical teachings here. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. Let's go get cryptic, because I believe I have that. So we're gonna cryptic here. Move, move, move. Tap draw, tap draw. Pulse. Return target creature or land card from graveyard to its owner's hand. What does that do for us? I kept Consume the Meek out, right? This would be a time where I could maybe Consume the Meek and get around what's going on here. So we have Pulse, there we go. Wilderness Reclamation. Now we can Teachings. Teachings is gonna go get a Snapcaster. Oh my gosh, we clicked Snapcaster, but that's not what it gave us. Let's float mana. Alright, can we do this? This is 4 Mystical Teachings, Nexus of Fate. Where's Nexus of Fate? There it is. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nexus of Fate. Take a turn. Our turn. It's wild. Drawing a card. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Question is, can we do this all? So we'll go get Nexus of Fate again here. I'm gonna go ahead and Snapcaster. We're gonna target Fatal Push here. I'm gonna use Polluted Delta, crack Polluted Delta, remove a Vengevine here, and then I can start attacking. I think we have it. I think we have it. I just gotta move quick. Quiet focus time. Here we go. I need to yield to that Carrion Feeder. I think we have it though. They might block with Stitcher. I can get this back with Pulse, and we can also Fate. Fate is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure I always tap 7 when I click that card. Untap here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This card. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna pulse back Snappy. We're gonna hold Snappy here in case I need to use them. Hinterland Harbor. Let's go ahead and attack. So it looks like I have to use Snapcaster here, because I do not have another Mystical Teachings. So we got to pass back there at 8. I'll go ahead and Snapcaster. Target Cryptic here. It's probably tap and draw. Might have had another line, but we're having to play quick here. Tap draw. Got a Field of Ruin. That's not a good sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. Come on, big card here. Big card. Surgical. We can block this. I think we might have it here. Depends on what they can get here, but we can Surgical the Vengevine. can surgical the Vengevine here. We can block this guy as long as they don't remove this. I guess this was greedy to do this. Maybe we just played into too much greed here. Do they have a removal for this? Oh, if they do, I'm gonna feel bad. Gravecrawler. It's a good sign. Carrion. Vengie. Let's go ahead and surgical Vengevine. This will tell us if they have it or not. Maybe we should have done that last turn. They have just 2 Hogaks. They have just 2 Hogaks. Okay. Depending on what they leave back. So this doesn't block, this doesn't block. That won't block. And I can Echoing Decay the Bloodcast if they have too much here. I guess they get the biggin, the big dad. But they have to leave 2 things back to do that. I guess they have Gravecrawler plus maybe, I don't know, something else. So we're blocking Carrion Feeder. They just go ham sandwich here. So we block this. We take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I'll take 7. He doesn't have enough to play the Hogaks now because he didn't leave 2 back. And if he plays something, we'll Echoing Decay this. But he should have 2 Hogaks left in his hand. And drawing a card. Scary. Did we get there? Did we get there? Woo! Come on. This league's gonna be a long one. This league's gonna be a long one. Alright. It's our turn. We have a remand. Well. Attack. Do you have it? If they have Assassin's Trophy, we remand it and then they have to fetch twice. Oh, what a remand off the top. There's 1 fetch. Do they have like a Fatal Push here? It's red. Oh, we got it. Oh my gosh. Oh, this one's gonna be a rough one to play. I like it though. Oh yeah. Taking down Hogak. That was match number 1. Oh boy. We're in for a long one here. 1 down. 4 to go. See you in the next match. All right, match number 2, Sultai Reclamation. Took a little break there, got some food. That one was a long one. It's a long one. Match 1. All right, let's see if we've learned a few things. Can keep it going. Find our opponent. This might be a long one. In for the long haul. Get a snack. Here we go. All right. We've found our opponent. Mr. Bonner. Mr. Bonner. All right. They get to play first. We have an Opt, Assassin's Trophy, and a Growth Spiral, along with one of those cryptics we like. We'll go ahead and keep this. This hand seems to do some things for us. Urza's Tower passes to us. All right. We'll do a Polluted Delta and pass back. We might have to Assassin's Trophy one of these lands. Looking kind of sketchy. Alright, Chalice 1 in response. Let's go ahead and use our Opt. We don't have too many 1-drops. Not too many. We've got some, though. Pulse of Marasa. Let's bottom this. I think we want something else. Wild coral. Ice-fang coral. Alright. We'll stop on their draw. I'll still stop on their draw step as well. We have to shock in for this Assassin's Trophy. I don't think I can allow them to potentially have Tron though here. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So breeding pool untapped. Breeding pool. Alright, breeding pool untapped. I think we just pass back. And we'll hit this mine probably in the draw step here. Gets a waste. Eldrazi Temple. So we have to deal with Eldrazi Tron here. They will get to take something. I imagine they take Mystical Growth or Cryptic. They might take the Codal because they're afraid of it killing their Thought-Knots here. Okay, they do. I think that's fine for us. Couple growth spirals here. We will pass back. If we happen to get a green source, we could double down on growth spiral. We'll see what happens here though. Blast zone from our opponent. Mind stone. Are we gonna see another matter reshaper? Okay. Looks like we're gonna take 4 here. We have to watch our life total a little bit. We've had to fetch shock a couple times. So let's start with growth spiral number 1. Feel the Ruin's an interesting one. We'll play that out and pass to us. Reclamation's good. All right, let's go ahead and Reclamation. Blue, black. Let's go ahead and move to our end step. And we can growth spiral here and still have Cryptic or Mystical Teachings up. So we'll probably go ahead and do that. I say that. Actually, if I were to growth spiral here, I don't have enough blue. So let's actually Field of Ruin to go get some more blue. And I'm going to take the Blast Zone away. That could kill our Wilderness Reclamation. We'll go get blue here. Yes, blue. We need a lot of blue for this deck. We don't need as much green. All right, opponent, your turn. Power Plant. 4, 5, 6, 7. We can probably just take this 7 and then Mystical Teachings. Opponent's kind of out of cards. Kind of. So we'll Mystical Teachings. Not sure what I'm getting here, but we'll figure it out. We can get the Pulse. We could get Snapcaster. We could also get the Nexus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're a little bit away from Nexus, so we probably don't want to do that. I think Pulse is fine here. Pulse to get a land. We're going to gain a little bit of life too. We can get the Field of Ruin if we'd like, which I think is what I'll do. Cryptic's nice. Go ahead and get this Field of Ruin. I can take out the Power Plant or the Tower. Let's go ahead and get that Power Plant out of here. 2 Cryptics now, looking good. We'll go get another island. I like our position at this point. And I'm probably just going to float this and play Growth Spiral here. Just in case we do draw. Land. We do not, though. Remand and Cryptics 4 days. Scavenger Grounds. That one's a bit annoying. Mystical Teachings is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and do a tap down here and draw a card. We may not get to use our other Mystical Teachings now. Blue Suns. If they go to our turn, we definitely could use this. They would have to do this now, because I can do this in response to Scavenger Grounds. Looks like they're going to. Okay. We could do a reasonable size Blue Suns here too. We're at 10. Ooh, another Mystical. I think here it's actually potentially just worth it to do a big Blue Sun and take the 7, remand anything. Let's see here, 3. We could also leave 4 up here, kind of do it this way, and now we're drawing 5. That's probably plenty. I could draw a little bit more, but I'll just draw a solid 5 and leave Cryptic open. Yeah, that looks good. I'll draw 5. I like that. Oh yeah, all right. We have 8 cards. Let's put 1 Remand into the yard. I can snap Remand if we wanted to. If they play like Reality Smasher or something, I can snap it away. Opponent's continuing just to go to combat, so let's tap draw. We'll F6 through our turn. I think we're ahead at this point. We'll see though. Thought Knot could take something. It's big Karn. Alright. It's just a big Karn. No worries there. Our Assassin's Trophy has been exiled. They're gonna go get something. I don't think I'm concerned about this though. Mystical Teachings can go get a Mystic Forge. Okay. Well, we hit a land. Let's play our land. I think we're just Mystical Teachings and trying to get some stuff done here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7. So let's opt, and that goes to the bin. Because of Chalice. Let's go ahead and Mystical Teachings for a Nexus of Fate. We'll move to end step, and I think float some mana here. Let's see here. Go ahead and, if we didn't do the opt, we would have gotten a Snapcaster out. Alright. So we get a redraw here. We get to play a land. We'll play Misty Rainforest. Crack Misty. Get a Breeding Pool tapped. Let's cast our Mystical Teachings. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana. 9 next turn. If we were to do another Mystical Teachings here, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd have 5 mana. I don't think I want to do that just yet. Although another Nexus of Fate's not getting us too far either. We could also just Blue Suns for quite a bit. I think I'm gonna go get the Mystical Teachings. I think that's more correct. We have the Remand. Let's do this. So they know about Mystical Teachings. We have Cryptic and Remand here, which both feel fine. So let's tap and draw. We could also return Karn if we wanted to. Let's just tap and draw. That way I have Mystical Teachings and Remand. And I can snap Remand if I wanted to. Ooh, Blue Suns. Okay. Snap Remand might be worth it here. They're tapping completely out. So if I were to snap Remand, I get a creature into play. Not that I'm doing a lot of damage just yet. Or I could just Remand from hand. Probably just Remand from hand here. Another Fatal Push. Blah. Alright, Growth Spiral. Let's lead off with a Growth Spiral here. Draw a card. Maybe hit a land, maybe not. Okay, we do have to play a little quicker again. That's one thing we learned from match 1. So let's play quicker. We hit another Remand. Okay. I think this could be a big Blue Suns again. And look to close this game out pretty quickly from there. So if we were to hit Nexus of Fate, we need to leave 7 of this mana open. So let's start here. This would draw 7 and I'd have Snapcaster Cryptic here. Let's draw this much so that I can have a Nexus of Fate if I hit it off Blue Suns here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. To draw 6. Huh. I do not have it. Okay. Let's ditch Catacombs, Polluted Delta, Fatal Push, Fatal Push. So I have Snapcaster Cryptic here. I could also Snapcaster in and plan to Remand a few times as well and use Snapcaster to block Thought-Knot. So let's try that. So Snapcaster, targeting, let's just target Remand, like we said, and I'm gonna block Thought-Knot. Maybe they have a removal spell. So they're dismembering. Let's say okay to that. I still get this target, and I'm gonna Snapcaster again here. And this time I'll pick, I might pick Growth Spiral here, so I can then Growth Spiral and Remand. So we'll pick Growth Spiral with this one. So I have a Growth Spiral and I have a Remand ready to be used. And we are gonna block here. Okay. And maybe with another Wilderness Reclamation, we'll just Blue Suns our opponent for a bajillion. Maybe that's how we win this one. I think we need to try to win, though. Let's see what they want to do here. They play Mystic Forge. Let's go ahead and Growth Spiral. We have the land. And we're going to use the Remand out of the yard. At least that's the plan. We'll see what they have here. Let's remand this. Draw another card. So we've used all our mana. There's a Fatal Push. To decide how we want to sideboard. There's a land. Let's go ahead and use the fetch just to see what's left in the deck here, and then let's decide how we win this game. Because we have 2 Wilderness Reclamations, we can make a lot of mana. So we have no more real lands to fetch. We have a Nexus of Fate and the Blue Suns. So let's say okay to this. Let's play Wilderness Reclamation. You can play another Wilderness Reclamation. We'll play Mystical Teachings at end step to get a Nexus of Fate. Oops, let's get to end step. So we should have this one. I wonder if I can mill him for enough. Let's go ahead and float, 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 float. Float, 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 float. So let's cast Mystical Teachings using reasonable amount of the blue. We're gonna get Nexus of Fate. Gonna cast Nexus of Fate. So we get another turn after this one. I only have the 1 Mystical Teachings. So we'll recast Mystical Teachings here. Let's go get Nexus of Fate again. I think I'm supposed to get Blue Suns actually. And use Blue Suns to draw. Let's see if we can do this. To draw 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of our cards. And if we don't hit what we need to here in the top 13, and our cards are seemingly at the bottom, maybe we lose, but I think we can go from here and try to get Nexus of Fates. Uh-oh. Alright, let's get rid of Opt, Fatal Push, this. There's some other cards. Logic Knot we don't need anymore. I don't need the Polluted. I don't need Misty. Abrupt Decay I don't need. I really don't need these remands either. So land here. Nexus of Fate. We can draw some cards ourselves. And then we're going to try to mill them out. Because we have a Nexus of Fate here. And I have the ability to draw the remaining cards in my deck. So let's make a big Blue Suns here. The biggest of Blue Suns. Let's see how much. Oops. Let's see how much this is for. Hopefully I can do this. Yeah, we'll let them draw 27 this turn. Hopefully there's no like 1 mana things that they can do to us. We are going to go ahead and then also return a permanent to the owner's hand and draw a card. We'll return Tower just in case. Just in case they float. Alright, we got our Blue Suns again. And now we should be able to just mill them out here. Creeping Tar Pit. Let's Growth Spiral. We're doing the Growth Spiral so that, wow, the last card is what I need. Is my Nexus of Fate. So we'll hold priority, cast Snapcaster, cast Remand on Snapcaster to draw my last card. And we should be good here, because we'll mill them out. And then I have Snapcaster Cryptic in case they try to do something strange to us. Cool. All right. Just got to tap this appropriately. I think this should be enough. You got it, opponent. All right, so we lost half of our clock here. So we got to make it count here for this next one. Fracturing Gust seems okay. Let's see. The ice-fangs don't seem terrible. Snapcaster actually doesn't seem terrible either. What seems bad? Fatal Pushes don't seem to do maybe a lot. The Abrupt Decays are probably okay. So we're probably getting rid of some Fatal Pushes for probably just Snapcaster and 2 ice-fangs. And just go from here? Okay. I don't want to dilute what we're doing too much. All right. All right. We need to win our match ones a little faster. All right. So we have Opt. We have Wilderness Reclamation. So we're going to keep that. Ooh. Leyline of the Void. All right. Temple. All right. We'll see if we can play around a Leyline. Might be difficult. We'll try to play quickly in case we can't win this one, because we'll need all the time we can. Pass back to our opponent. We'll opt on their turn. Alright, opt. Hitting lands is probably not bad. Abrupt Decay isn't too bad either. We'll bottom this, though. Kind of want to just hit my land drops. Let's do Misty and pass back. I can go get a Watery Grave probably here. I have 2 green already. You have to be mindful of what does get exiled here. Alright. There is a reason maybe to get the clock in with ice-fang. Put that on top. That looks like a great draw. Well, we're going to get some ice-fangs in. Let's play green down past turn. We might be looking at the Reality Smasher, which may be difficult to beat. Alright, no action. We'll just get something in to start doing some damage. Draw a card. Bonus Cryptic. Well, I like what we're doing. We'll attempt Reclamation. Maybe they have something that kills this. And swing. Pass turn. Untap with Cryptic. My opponent's not doing too much. I'm good with this. We'll just Cryptic this. I actually just want to Cryptic this and bounce the Leyline. Counter and return. Seems reasonable to me. Now we have Cryptic in the yard. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is getting there. Breeding Pool tapped. Swing for 1. Play ice-fang. And have Cryptic again. Draw a card. The Gross Spiral. We don't really need to use that with less mana. Trying to play just a bit quicker here. Does my opponent not have anything here? Let's go ahead and attempt a Growth Spiral here. We'll put a Forest in. I don't think I need to rush out anything. Let's opt main phase here. We can bottom Wilderness Reclamation. I don't need that. It may be time to go ahead and try this Snapcaster to speed up the clock. We'll see, we'll see. Land. This looks like a good remand target. Remand. Blue Suns. That should help us out. I'm going to go ahead and put Snapcaster in and get this Opt or Growth Spiral going. Actually, I like the Growth Spiral. And then we can Blue Suns and keep up Cryptic. Growth Spiral. Let's do Polluted Delta because I can crack that right now. Less cards to hit. All right. That's a good card. 5, 6, 7. Let's do a Nexus of Fate here. Swing for 4. Blue Suns. Oh yeah. Feeling like a well-oiled machine here. You have a turn coming up here. We'll draw plenty of cards here. Click, 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 click. Draw 8. Just get rid of some of the junk here that we don't need. Logic Knot we don't need. Let's do a land. Let's play a land. Let's just attack. We can Nexus of Fate again. Oh yeah, we got it. We got it. Mm-hmm. Feeling pretty good. Let's just make lots of mana here. Let that untap. It's mystical. Get our Nexus of Fate. Got it. Much smoother, much smoother. All right, we're getting things figured out. Who needs removal when you just take turns and smash with a couple little 1/1s? All right, 2 down. A little bit better there, a little bit quicker. 3 to go. We will see you in the next match. Okay. We have 2 down and 3 to go. Sultai Reclamation in Modern, match number 3. From the last 2 matches, I might have gotten a little lucky. Maybe a little bit. Alright, we found our opponent. Let's join the match. We get to play first. And I like what we have here. We'll keep this. This sets up a few things for us. We'll definitely be opting. We'll shock in here. Opt, and Growth Spiral. Get our ramp on. I do like the Growth Spirals in these decks. Blue. Merfolk. Alright, another creature deck. This is where Consume the Meek I could imagine would be very good. Pulse of Marasa, we're going to bottom that. Okay. Hinterland Harbor. Pass. We could Growth Spiral, Hinterland Harbor Opt, which may be what we need to be doing here. Hits for 1. No other effects here. Hinterland Harbor. We're doing it this way so I don't take damage. We're just kind of getting through as many cards as we can. We'll bottom Creeping Tar Pit. Another Opt. Blue Suns. Pass back. We have Opt and Remand available. My Merfolk opponent's got 1 thing out. They must have a bunch of good 2-drops. That must be what's happening here. Plays an island. Looks like they're going to just get in here. Maybe adapt. Maybe not. We're going to go ahead and fetch first. That way our Ops and Remands. I say that and we have another fetch here. Let's go ahead and remand. Yeah, let's remand this before we fetch. We already put some stuff to the bottom I don't want. It's a Charm. Let's go get a Watery Grave here and Opt at end step. There's that Pulse again. I don't need Pulse. Cryptic is nice. Mystical Teachings is also nice. It's Misty here, past turn. We can counter spells, we can draw cards, we can teachings. We might just draw 2 with the charm. We're not under a whole lot of pressure here. And if they decide to play the Adept again to draw a card instead of a Lord, I might actually fire this off for drawing. We could gain control of this too. Something we can't do. What else do you got for us, opponent? It's just the Adept. We're going to go ahead and draw 2. They show Adept again. They have 2 in hand. Go ahead and fetch. Trying to avoid drawing a land if we can. And I think it's fine to draw 2. There's our Reclamation. So we're just about on point for everything. 3, 4. Let's play Reclamation out. Let's play Watery Grave tapped. I think this turn we'll just pass back, and next turn we can start doing some cool things. I think we can win this one. We might Logic Knot here, just to use a little bit of our graveyard. Let's pull the graveyard out here since I have the Logic Knot. Polluted Delta, they only have 2 lands. It looks like my opponent's just stumbling on doing things. So maybe we got a little lucky here. I mean, if it's another Adept, I almost don't even bother countering. We're great on time. We're great on time this match. It's very good. We've learned a thing or two. We'll take 3, go to 10. I can draw 3, I can go fetch something. I'm probably just Logic Knotting, and then let's go ahead and just Logic Knot, and then when we go to end step, we can just Mystical Teachings. So we have that. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We probably just want an actual land. Let's just get another Mystical Teachings this time around, so I have all the lands. And then let's plan to Blue Suns here at end step. Leaving 4 mana open, I think. We'll go ahead and Blue Suns to draw some good cards here. Draw some good cards. Oh my gosh, it is all lands. Well, let's get rid of the fetch lands first. Just get rid of all the fetch lands. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Well, maybe we'll be firing off Mystical Teachings to get Blue Suns to try to redo that. My goodness. We'll take 3 here. Going to 7. Our life total is getting a little bit low now. There's an Aether Vial. I don't think I care about that, actually. We'll attempt this Mystical Teachings at end step. Maybe they have a counter. They do not. So let's get Blue Suns again. Oh boy. Maybe it's good we got the Blue Suns. Let's go ahead and Mystical Teachings here. For an Abrupt Decay, probably. Just to get rid of the Aether Vial. And then we'll have Cryptic and Blue Suns up. Which I'm okay with. Maybe we cash in Blue Suns to draw 4. Trickster's fine here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh boy. It's getting a little bit scary. They have 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's tap and draw here. We pull up another cryptic. Okay. That's fine. Just a little 2/2. We'll go to 5. 5 and they have 2 mana open. We gotta watch out for Force of Negation. Spreading Seas, my tar pit. Well, we have another one. Another one. We happen to get a Growth Spiral, so let's play that to draw a card. Let's put the Drowned Catacomb into play. Let's play the ice-fang. We're just kind of emptying our hand. We have another Growth Spiral. We'll play Growth Spiral. My opponent appears to have somewhat F6'd here. We get a Wilderness. So we'll play Wilderness. We'll go to this point. Let's go get a Mystical Teachings here. This can go get Nexus of Fate. I think we'll be good here. Nexus of Fate. And we can then Blue Suns ourself. Make sure we draw enough here for 6. Perfect. All right, I think we'll be good from here. We'll get rid of the 2 islands. We don't need lands. All right, let's start attacking. Let's get in. Hit for 4. 4. Well, Mystical Teachings for a Nexus of Fate. And I think we've got it from here. We will play Snappy. Snappy to probably just Abrupt Decay something, maybe. Alright, our opponent gives it to us. We have the Nexus of Fate. We're going to attack for 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the following turn, we Mystical Teachings to Nexus of Fate again. And we have only so many cards left. But I think probably would have. With a couple Cryptics, we'd get there. Alright, Merfolk. Consume the Meek seems good. Echoing Decay seems good as well. Snapcaster, maybe. Fatal Push, yes. I don't think I want the ice-fangs because they're going to get under us or around us or whatever you want to call Island Walk. But Island Walk is not going to be good for us. So we want to be destroying whatever they play. So I could see this ice-fang being removed. Logic may not be very good. And we'll take 1 Remand out as well. If they get a Vial out, then we're kind of disappointed with ourselves. We can probably bring a Veil of Summer in. We could prevent Spreading Seas here. We can prevent the counters that they're probably going to be bringing in. A Spell Snare might be okay over a Remand. It may not. I like these 4. Let's take out perhaps maybe the Charm. I don't get a lot of value out of Pulse. They're probably just killing us all the way through. Pulse would return a Snapcaster. I think we're getting the hang of this, that we'll know when to do the Consume the Meek. Have a counter spell up, clear the board, and then it won't be too hard to win from there through our Creeping Tar Pits or our Snapcasters. Or just a big Blue Sun Zenith. Are we sideboarding correctly? I don't know. Almost all of the decks here will be taken out for the very first time. A few of them I've played before. But, yeah, they're going to be new. We're going to mulligan this. One land's not enough. This looks better. We do have a Fatal Push. I can get rid of this Blue Sun Zenith. And we have, hopefully, a remand that's going to actually do something. Polluted Delta will go try to find... That's not a problem card. Polluted Delta is going to have to find our green. Exposing it this early is maybe not a good idea. Let's hang on to this. Alright. Let's just take a moment here. I don't think I have any overgrown tombs. Okay. Okay. I don't believe I do have an overgrown tomb, do I? No. I need my green mana, so this is Breeding Pool tapped. This was a mistake to play. I should have played Watery Grave. I clicked the wrong land. There's an Abrupt Decay. So here, I think I'm just going to snap off this Fatal Push right now. I have the Remand in case they had Force of Negation. Do I need to fire the Decay off on this cage? Probably not. I might just let all of this happen. Adapt. It's fine. So I'm going to draw, discard. Trickster. I'm going to try to grow Spiral at end step here. We hit a land. That's always nice. Hit another land. I think we can wait a turn here. I'll probably Abrupt Decay one of these. Let's go ahead and remand that. Seems like a reasonable thing to remand. Ooh, that's a good draw. So now I can Abrupt Decay and Fatal Push. I like that. Land, they have Trickster plus Unknown card. Okay. So they have Trickster plus Unknown card still. Oh boy. Running Adepts. Let's go ahead and get our basic swamp here. We'll Fatal Push one of these. And we will Abrupt Decay. I think we just want to Abrupt Decay the other one. I can use a Cryptic to bounce the cage when we want to go off. Land. Sage. Reclamation. Untap. Alright, so here's where things get a little bit tricky here. We're down to one card. Lord of Atlantis. I think we just counter draw. This means Snapcaster's not very good because of the cage. Oh gosh, we drew it, of course. Of course we drew Snappy. Okay. So we are going to float some mana here after an Assassin's Trophy. Actually, I don't think I have to float. We're gonna Snapcaster Cryptic, I think. This card's fine. Looks like we're gonna just have to Snapcaster tap the team. Okay. Well, they're out of cards. And they're playing whatever this is. So as Lord of Atlantis, I think what I want to do here is I probably just want to cryptic. Let's make sure we tap this right. Blue, 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 black, blue. So we're gonna go ahead and cryptic, but I'm probably bouncing Snapcaster. If I were to bounce Snapcaster, so tap, bounce, next turn, play this in, abrupt decay, block one, they still do enough. I have to tap and draw, it looks like. Oh, Reclamation. Need a big one here. Oh, all right. We gotta go to the final game here. They're just gonna swing out. That would have been decent. All right. Did we learn anything there? So they have cage. I don't really have too much for cage. I'm wondering if we want to be gaining any life. I did get rid of the pulse. Again, ice-fang doesn't really block because they're going to be just attacking in. Veil of Summer feels weak. Let's get rid of Veil of Summer. Maybe another snappy. Could do a Life Goes On here too in place of something. Maybe in place of us remand. We're going to say no to that. Their creatures are so large when they do attack that I don't think 4 or 8 life matters. I think we just need to get to enough to be able to consume the Meek. Consume the Meek, I think, is our winning card. Alright, we'll try this. Alright, I would love to play first. Alright, we're going to keep this because I have the Mystical Teachings. We'll get a Watery Grave off of one of these polluted deltas. We can grow Spiral. We have plenty to do here. Maybe they'll just dump the hand onto the board. I mean, that is what Merfolk does, so maybe they can do it for me again. Mutavault, Aether Vial, Watery Grave tapped. Okay. Wilderness Reclamation can get things going too, so that's a good sign. We can do that as early as next turn as well. Island for our opponent. Another Aether Vial. Alright. Grow Spiral. Play Polluted Delta. I'm going to go ahead and get a Breeding Pool with this one. Land, and we will attempt Reclamation. I'm just good with slamming it here. There we go. Untap. Pass back. Alright, so we have everything we want in play. As long as it stays. Luckily I have another black too. My opponent's going to play at instant speed, it looks like. Let's go ahead and Mystical Teachings at end step. We'll play instant speed, you play instant speed. Alright, what do we like? We'll just get another Mystical Teachings, this first one. So I have one in the yard, one here as well. Let's grow Spiral. Interesting. Let's go ahead and plan to grow Spiral again here. Okay. I'll just pass back. Two drop. The Trickster. We'll see how careful they deploy everything. I expect great care in all of this. We don't have a lot for Snapcaster to hit just yet. Let's go ahead and opt in response to this being the card that's brought in. We'll bottom a land. Actually, I can go ahead and take a land here. We're going to really fire off some teachings here. Go ahead and tap out, opponent. Tap out. Returning to its hand so they can get 3 mana here. Oh, Biomancer. Okay. Am I supposed to just try to go get Consume here? So I can try to fire it off? They untap the Aether Vial. I think I want to go get this Consume. Let's go ahead and get the Consume here with the idea that I'm going to use it. And they have 3 cards left. Oh, that's a good draw too. Let's go ahead and fetch. Just like a Watery Grave here. I might just want to fire this off. I could also just fire off a Mystical Teachings here to go get a counter spell. Because then I have Echoing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. So it'd be 1 more. And then I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do Consume at some point. Let's do a Mystical Teachings here to get a counter spell. And I can get like a Cryptic to tap things down too. Let's get a Cryptic command. Your move, opponent. This is instant speed. Let's stop on the upkeep here. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if they just have something that kills this, so 1, 2. I guess we'll try for it. If they have a counter spell, they have a counter spell. I'm not sure I can wait another turn. But maybe I am supposed to try to wait another turn. Oh, deprive. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they just need 1 Lord effect here. Or the Mutavault now. Counter target spell. So if we would have done Snapcaster as well, so we could have done -2, -2 here, so we wouldn't be taking 4 damage. But we'd take 8 anyway. Alright, so maybe our Consume was a little late. The Deprive countered it. We might have been able to snatch that game away, but I think it's just learning. First time out with the deck. I think the tighter play there would have been to get a Consume earlier, or to get something like an Abrupt Decay off of the Mystical Teachings, and then been able to Abrupt Decay and snap. And if they didn't have an Island Walk, then we'd have another turn. All right, that's the end of that match. We'll see you in the next match. Alright, match number 4. Sultai Reclamation in Modern. We've learned quite a bit on our little journey. Hopefully you have as well. I'm sure there are better and tighter plays to play, but we'll get this out there. We'll get your comments. See if maybe next time we get around to the deck, perhaps we can do it just a bit better. We found our opponent. Match 4, let's play some Magic. We'll keep this. I have an Opt. I have a Growth Spiral. This all seems reasonable to me. We'll go ahead and play our Misty and pass back. This is probably getting Breeding Pool. Are we against Jund? It appears so. Wrenn and 6. Alright, Wrenn and 6. Let's go ahead and get our Breeding Pool here. Go ahead and Opt as well. We can actually put this on top. That's actually not a bad card to have. A couple counters here. Let's go ahead and play Misty Rainforest. This is probably getting an island. If they don't play anything super threatening, we'll try to get our Growth Spiral going. If they do play something threatening, though, we'll Remand or Logic Knot it. My opponent is guaranteed to get to 4 mana here, which is pretty good. Which is pretty good. A Scavenging Ooze is probably worth a counter. We would prefer to not have to deal with that. This is turn 3. I'm gonna go ahead and do a Remand and keep the Logic Knot for next turn. So let's Polluted Delta here, pass. We can Growth Spiral and Logic Knot. Bolts me. Okay, so Scavenging Ooze is probably going to be back here. So let's fetch Basic Island. Let's Growth Spiral. Play our other Basic Island. And Logic Knot this. And we have to do this for 2. Minimum. We're going to assume they are not playing Simian Spirit Guide. Cool. Alright, we got that down. They get a free one here. We get Wilderness Reclamation into play. Don't be anything scary. Here's just Tarmogoyf. Wrenn and 6 is their land back. Argo. Let's Watery Grave tapped and play the Wilderness Reclamation so we have Cryptic online. And if we're not just dead... What does this get? You get an emblem with instant or sorcery cards in your graveyard have retrace. Okay, so they do have a Lightning Bolt, something to fear. I think we'll just let Tarmogoyf hit us this first time. I'd like to get Mystical Teachings to be fired off. I could also Mystical Teachings for just a Fatal Push. Goodness me. This is a lot. I kind of want to tap draw. I think drawing cards is super important with this list. I could counter tap. Then I don't have to deal with the Bloodbraid Elf in the future. If I counter tap, then I can go get a Snapcaster for Snap Tap. Let's do counter tap. This is stopping 3 damage plus this as well. And then I don't have to deal with the Bloodbraid Elf. And that's what I'm thinking about more than anything. I'm not thinking, oh, okay, I only stopped 3. I'm thinking I don't have to deal with this in the future. Find a cryptic command. So I get mystical teachings here for something. What am I getting? Do I care about the Renin 6? I probably do. Enough to maybe abrupt decay Renin 6. Let's go ahead and fire off our mystical teachings. The other thing we could do is tap the team. Let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could Nexus of Fate too. I kind of like the idea of Nexus of Fate and then use mystical teachings to get back another mystical teachings and get kind of a turn up on this. It might be aggressive. Might be slightly aggressive. Ooh, Snapcaster. All right. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mystical teachings. I might have forgotten black with the very first card. Black. Mystical teachings. To go get another. Let's do. Trying to see what we have. Another mystical teachings here. The other thing I can do is maybe an upkeep. Do something. So that's 4 for mystical teachings. Let's do it. Stop on the upkeep. Let's tap team here. Return permanent and tap team. Okay. They could Bloodbraid Alphas, but then they're not getting to Renin 6. Well, no. Don't they have a land in hand? I think they have a land in hand. Should have kept track of that. Tarmogoyf was revealed off Bloodbraid Elf. Liliana of the Veil. We discard a card. I think we can just discard mystical teachings. We can like snap. Cryptic something. The Renin 6 is next. 3 mana. So how do I close this game out? I'm down to 1 card in hand. A nice Blue Suns with then Snap Cryptic would probably do it. So maybe I'm supposed to fetch with the mystical teachings to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I have 1 floating. Return target creature card from a graveyard. Target player discards a card. Well, let's play Snappy. Snappy's gonna target Opt because it's the only thing I can cast. So no discard happens for me. Get to Opt and we can actually attack now. Let's bottom the land. Another Snappy. Another mystical teachings. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's mystical teachings. Let's go get Nexus of Fate. I think we have it from here. I think I can just attack them. Let's go ahead and play our Snapcaster in. And we'll just target. Let's target Growth Spiral. I think I can cast that. Plus this Nexus of Fate. Not quite. Not quite. So I get another turn here. Cryptic. Let's attack. Yeah, we got it. We got it, because now I have Mystical Teachings for Nexus, replay Nexus. Okay, so you need to be able to Mystical and Nexus, and then you can do 2 to 4 to maybe even 6 damage over the course of turns with your Snapcaster. So, that's what we've learned from Jund here. Let's sideboard. Oh gosh, I have no idea. Fatal Push seems good. I mean, I guess, like, not being targeted isn't too bad with a Veil of Summer, so maybe that. The ice-fangs seem good in this matchup. Life Goes On could be good as well. Wondering Echoing as well, and Consume. So these all, they're interesting. Abrupt Decay Assassin's Trophy kills a lot of things. Pulse of Marasa gains us a little bit and replays. The Remands aren't terrible. I wonder if ice-fangs are a little bit better than Growth Spiral in this matchup. Let's take... Growth Spiral just gets us to Wilderness Reclamation. I'm so used to Rex Sage being the card we name. Logic Knot's not bad either. Alright, I like Fatal Push. I like an ice-fang. Maybe Echoing's not necessary. Consume is probably pretty good. And maybe better than something like actually a Cryptic. As funny as that sounds. Gives me that option. Actually, let's do that instead of a Charm. So Charm out. Consume, ice-fang, Fatal Push. I need 2 cards out here. Let's remand 1 out. And let's take actually just an opt out. No. Let's leave the opt. Let's take a Logic Knot out. No. Yes. Logic Knot out. No. Logic Knot out. Yep. Alright. Alright. What do we got here? Unable to cast Fatal Push. We have ice-fang. We have a remand. We have Blue Suns that I don't need right now. Let's mulligan this hand. Oh gosh. Blue Sun's like, you did what? Alright, I'll keep this. I don't want to go too far down against the Thoughtseize deck here. For this exact reason. Alright, so they'll probably they might just take ice-fang because it's a cantrip. And it kills stuff. This Mystical Teachings is a little far away. This game's gonna be hard. Well, I say that, but my opponent mulled as well. There goes ice-fang. Alright, we top deck a Breeding Pool, so this can go get Watery Grave. Alright, and it's going to go get Watery Grave. Interesting keep from my opponent. Play Island, we have a Remand. And then we'll be close to a Snapcaster Remand. Alright. Fetching probably Bloodstained or Stomping Ground here. Stomping Ground it is. Alright, you got a 3-drop for me, opponent? We're doing 3 drops. We're doing Liliana. Yeah, we can remand Liliana. We can take a turn for that one. Cryptic. Oh, we're a turn away from Cryptic. Alright. Let's go ahead and shock this in. I like an Assassin's Trophy here on a Liliana or on a variety of things. Blood Braid into Tarmogoyf. Alright, so we're gonna Assassin's Trophy the Tarmogoyf. Blood Braid, Snapcaster can technically kill. Let's do this at end step. It gives them an extra land. They have Liliana and a few unknown cards here. We will have Cryptics, we have Remands, we have Mystical Teachings if we don't think anything they're doing is threatening. I would attack first. So we'll take the three lumps. This is one of those that I would ditch Snapcaster and go get Pulse. It's tempting. So let's attempt a counter draw. Gotta hit my land drops, hopefully. Don't tell me you have Veil of Summer. Don't you do it to me, opponent. Okay. What are we doing here? You got a K command? Discard and 2 damage? Kind of what it feels like. Gets back Tarmogoyf. We're gonna discard. I think I just want to discard the Remand. I can Snapcaster Remand. I can also Snapcaster a variety of things. Alright, back we go. Tarmogoyf, 2 unknowns. And once again, we will take this. Tarmogoyf land. I didn't counter. Maybe they'll be tempted to play one more thing here. Fulminator Mage. Okay. Interesting. Let's do Mystical Teachings here. What do we want to do here? Might just be like a Fatal Push, honestly. Just like Fatal Push. This guy snap Fatal Push. Let's plan to do that. I think I have to crack this Watery Grave untapped, which is painful, to Fatal Push here. And then we can snap Fatal Push. Alright. We are very low on life, but so are they. Top deck wars. We have Snapcaster Remand if it's a terrifying card. Don't be Bloodbraid. Don't be Bloodbraid, please. Can't quite snap Cryptic, unfortunately. Let's pull these out here. It's got to be Snapcaster Fatal Push here. I have no other choices. Cool. Kill this. Maybe they have a Renin 6 and they're just going to down tick on Snappy. Bloodbraid here. Interesting. Oh gosh, it's a really good top deck. 2 new cards. Scavenging Ooze and gets to eat something here if they like. Oof. Alright, what's the difference between 5 and 4, honestly? Not a whole lot. Breeding Pool. Alright. Let's make it look like we got something cool here. Make it look like we got something cool here. They're going to eat something. They're not going to eat something. What are we doing here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can probably go get a Fatal Push. I can go get an Assassin's Trophy. Or an Abrupt Decay. I guess I can get an Abrupt Decay, kill Scavenging Ooze. They swing, I block Blood Braid, and just hope they don't have Renin 6, K Command, and or a Bolt. Mystical. I could get an ice-fang, but it doesn't kill right now. I could get another Snapcaster. Kind of dies to some stuff though. We'll just get Abrupt Decay. I think we're losing to Jund. I think Jund is eating our lunch here. Because now they can just eat all kinds of delicious things. Man, Scavenging Ooze is a beating for us. Especially when they have this much mana now. What gets us out of this? Not really sure. Oh, goodness. Help me. They're playing Void. That's good to know. So, kill here. I guess if I top deck Consume the Meek, we get another turn before they get to just play these back. Oh, Spell Bomb too. Ooh, Graveyard Hate. Ooh. Alright, there's a Cryptic. I guess I get another turn. We'll try for it. Inquisitions. Well, we'll let that resolve. I have a Cryptic opponent. We'll do it this way. Tap and draw. Okay, land. K Command. Fulminator. Kill the black land. Heck yeah. Eats the graveyard. Come on, bolt me. Okay. Growth Spiral. Alright. Opponent's got it. Alright, game 3. Game 3. Any changes? We are on the play now. Echoing Decay could be reasonable against all the young or the seasoned Pyromancers. Yes. Also being on the play, I kind of like the Remand and Logic Knot back in here. Fatal Push is not as good as we thought it was. We'll bring a Logic Knot back in. Consume is still fantastic. Pulse might not be able to hit anything if they scoos us or anything. We'll bring an Archmage Charm in. Try to get some of that value. And let's take one opt out and let's bring another ice-fang in. I think that's good. I'm staring at the Echoing Decay, but I feel like that's just a trap. Alright, we're gonna keep... Alright, we're keeping it. We're going for it. Gonna play this Creeping Tar Pit out. See if we can't hit Logic Knot up here soon off of maybe a fetch land. We have 2 great cards here. Maybe they try to go for... Oh, there's the Void. All right. Maybe they were gonna mull to get the Void, but they don't. All right. Ooh, Nexus of Fate's not a card we want. What are we looking at? Scavenging Ooze. It's just a 2/2. So our ice-fang doesn't kill it, but it does cantrip us here. We probably leave up Abrupt Decay though. And we'll be happy to Logic Knot something. Interesting. Let's go get a breeding pool. Untapped, and let's play out our ice-fang to cantrip. Try to hit this land. Cryptic. Land, please. Thank you. I'm glad I got a breeding pool, because now I have this. Let's go ahead and actually play Reclamation here. Untap. They might have something for this. They don't. Okay. Okay. We could boot this up to kill this. That seems aggressive. Land. 3 mana. Maelstrom Pulse. No thank you. Let's go ahead and use all our mana and use a Logic Knot here. Logic Knot's not getting any better. So Logic Knot for 2. Wilderness is how we win this game. We have a Nexus of Fate too. If put into Graveyard though, and Graveyard's really tough right now. Growth Spiral. Let's try to end step the Leyline of the Void out of the way here. Or I can do it now, actually. Let's Growth Spiral. We hit our land, which is nice. We'll go ahead and fetch. Do I want to try to kill this Scooz? I don't think I want to try to kill this Scooz. Let's do this. So in response to this, I can go ahead and Cryptic, return and draw the Void. Now I have the Graveyard online, and I have a Cryptic behind this. All right, I like our position. We're navigating all the shenanigans my opponent's doing to us. They can eat something right now, so we're gonna worry about Scooz in a second here. What I wanted is my Nexus of Fate online. That's what I wanted online. Collective Brutality. What if I were to counter and bounce this? That's interesting. So return. Let's see. Counter target spell, return permanent. So spell and return permanent. If they want to eat this, that's fine. But I like this, because this returns this. I can Abrupt Decay something next turn. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they get Scavenging Ooze back. They have a peat land. Cool. Alright, I like where we're at. So let's go ahead and just Abrupt Decay little Scooz. Scooz is probably going to eat something here. So they'll get 1 Cryptic out. Then we can Nexus of Fate. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Let's go ahead and take another turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nexus of Fate. Not doing a whole lot of damage to our opponents. Let's cantrip. Land would be great here. Ooh. Oh. That dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to go get a charm with this. Okay. My opponent just concedes. I can probably go get a charm with this. And from there, I have a counter. And then next turn, I can snap counter. Or I can get Mystical Teachings again. I could also get Nexus of Fate. I have a bunch of options here. I'm not sure what's the right one. But we'll take the win. It's another one in the bag. 3-1? 3-1. I'm happy with that, but we got one more to go. See you guys in the next match. All right. Match 5. Going for the 4-1, I believe. Already got a winning league. I'm up for it. Let's see if we can't close it out. Got the roll. All right. We have double Snapcaster here, Assassin's Trophy, and a Fatal Push. We have no cantrips, though. This is pretty decent, though. I go get Breeding Pool, and then I have a lot of removal. Whew, I have a lot. Pulse can get back the Polluted Delta as well. I'm going to try it. Whew, this one's stretching it, though. All right, Polluted Delta pass, turn to my opponent. Delver. Interesting. All right. This should be an interesting one. I was supposed to go get Breeding Pool. I was distracted by the Delver. Oh, no. We're good. No punishment here. Let's go ahead and just Fatal Push right now. Pass back. All right. Whew. Avoiding the punishment. We might be just doing a pulse, get back or get back the land, keep the lands going. Opponent does nothing here. We'll just play a snow-covered forest and pass back. So we're gonna be playing a little bit of Counter Wars probably. What do we got? Blue-red Delver, opt from our opponent. Maybe if they fetch here, I just pulse. Let's just pulse right now. I'm pretty good to get a lot of things. Just take them out with our Snapcasters and such. So I think we'll go down on representing counters here. Ooh, Delver Fairies. All right, it's just a 1-1. Itty bitty 1-1. A remand here. We will pass back. Luckily, I have all the blue mana I need. Luckily, I do. We'll take one. I got 25 life. All good. All good. Take the one. Let's go ahead and fetch here. We'll just fetch a Breeding Pool, I think. I say Breeding Pool, but Blood Moon's a possibility. Let's make sure we have some basics. We have an upkeep stop. Play a Polluted Delta, and let's just run it right back to my opponent. So this one's going to be a little bit different than some of our previous matches. Our opponent very well might just have counters. Let's go ahead and snap and Fatal Push here to see if we've got a counter. We do have a counter. Wonder how far I'm supposed to go in on this. Let's go for it. Snapcaster again and then get the Fatal Push. Or are we going to get double down on Spellstar Sprites here? Ooh, alright. Let's go ahead and go fetching for Breeding Pool. You got it, opponent. Alright. Play that in tapped. Let's go ahead and Fatal Push. And I think we'll go ahead and Assassin's Trophy as well and pass back to our lovely opponent over there. We'll probably remand the first target we get here. Remand's probably not getting any better. So a lot of removal needed for this. Fairies. Okay. Charm is okay. Looks like my opponent's just going to be playing on instant speed stuff here. I might just draw with this. Or attempt to draw. This one's a little harder to get if they're on the fairy counter plan. Wizards, retort. Let's attempt to remand my own charm here. Remanding the wizard's retort doesn't do anything for us. We have more. We have a mana leak. All right. Woo. I'm gonna hold this past turn. A lot of counter spells. So we're gonna have to figure out how to play the counter war in game 2 probably. This one's not over, but we're a little bit behind. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're a lot behind now. Oh boy. I have a few lands, opponent. A couple lands. Just fires off the lightning bolt too. What do we got? 3, 4, 5. 3 turns here. Shorter if the Delver flips. Opponent's out of cards. Can Mystical Teachings get us into this? Nope. Alright. Whew. Delver Fairies. Consume seems good. Snapcaster Echoing Decay. Fatal Push. Veil of Summer. Probably alright. The ice-fangs as well. What is not good? Logic Knot's probably difficult to play. Remands are questionable. I know we gotta play the counter war though. Cryptic Command's probably too expensive. We can go down to Mystical Teachings as well. I like all of our removal stuff here. So that's 6. Let's go 6 here. Can I get 2 more ice-fangs in here? Charm is probably difficult to cast. Another ice-fang. Maybe I'm just supposed to take one opt-out with another ice-fang. So let's take a look here. So Consume is a good sweeper. That's kind of the top end. Echoing could be good if they get a bunch of sprites in. I like that. So this is basically a 1-mana counter. And I like that better than Logic Knot and Remands. It doesn't stop a bolt, but I don't want to be remanding probably. Really, the Logic Knot might be coming in for one more remand. Because it could be an actual hard counter. Which may matter. Let's add that. And do I want to try the Charm here for one more? Or do I want to just get the Cryptic Command? Let's bring one Cryptic Command back. We're going to try to get to the late game. I guess Spell Snare could have been good as well. We'll see what we can do here. So I get green, blue. I get a Growth Spiral here. A couple cantrips. Alright, we'll get probably a basic. Kind of worried about a variety of things. Let's go ahead and get the basic. I think I might just fire this Growth Spiral off now. Yeah, I like that. Or getting ice-fang down. But it's probably Growth Spiral here. Growth Spiral, try to hit another land. I did not. Alright. We'll pass back. Obviously that could have been done at instant speed, but I kind of wanted the cantrip to actually happen. And I think ice-fang is going to get more likely to just get through. Land, please. Oh, boy. Alright. We'll go ahead and pass back. This isn't how we want to end things. Don't flip, don't flip, don't flip. Oh, thank goodness. It's terrifying. Steam vents. Delver pauses. Let's go ahead and play an ice-fang out. Opt is probably a little bit better to dig with. This counter's fine. Bottom. Need a land. There we go. Found our land. Need another land. Do not hit, please. I need you to not hit for one more. Thank you. Uh-oh. Going for it. Giving it the best shot. Ooh. Okay, an opt. Okay, an opt. 3 in the air. We're gonna go get a black mana. Played their opt. So now we have the abrupt decay that can get rid of flying shenanigans over here. Let's put this into play tapped. I know I have the option of Wilderness Reclamation, but I think right here we're just going to be doing abrupt decay kill flying shenanigans. Wilderness Reclamation is a late game play. There's a growth spiral. Okay, we'll pass back. We're going to play all at instant speed, I think, at this point. All at instant speed. I think we're getting the hang of this. This is probably a hard matchup because they're just playing small threats. I might just Snapcaster Abrupt Decay here. I kind of like the idea. And just get rid of this Delver while this opts on the stack. It's playing at the end of our turn, which maybe isn't ideal. But the Delvers could really hurt us. So, a fairy. They kept the card on top. They're scrying some more with the fairies. Let's see where these go. This could be important. Ugh, 2 on top. I'll block this. 2 on top. Land, please. Alright. Let's attempt Wilderness Reclamation, and we have the counter. We'll attempt the counter. Do they have a follow-up counter? No, don't do this to me, opponent. Stop. Just a sprite. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. It's pretty good. I think we've got to take mystical teachings for a magical ride to get us consume the meek. We're going to take 2 here, go to 10. Is that our out? It may be. Shoot. Our out is going to disappear here. Shoot. Maybe we'll just draw it naturally. Come on. Okay. So we have a pulse. Pulse gains us some life. And then we could do something with Snapcaster. I think we grow spiral here. We hit a land. That's nice. And then we just pulse to gain some life. Do I care about Snapcaster or do I want ice-fang here? Let's do ice-fang. Ice-fang could block something next turn. Alright. Alright, opponent. I'm looking for my meek. Consume the meek. What are you looking for? Cash is in there. Land here. Mutavault. We're going to get hit for 6. So there's the pulse mana. Opt. Well, let's start there. Fatal Push. Kind of like that card. Alright. Fatal Push. Opponent could have many a counter. We're going to lead with a little ice-fang here. I'm hoping they don't counter this. They don't, so we get a draw at it. Land. Okay. In response to this, let's Growth Spiral. Get this land into play. I don't get a counter, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and attempt a Fatal Push here on Vendilion Quick. Just take 3. Okay. Okay. Ooh, alright. Vendilion Quick. If they take Nexus of Fate, I'll probably just... Or they don't take it, I'll play it probably. So they do take it. I get a Fatal Push. Get a Fatal Push. Wow. So I think I just crack here and do 2 Fatal Pushes while they're tapped out. Fatal Push. All right, we're gonna hold it in case they boot up Mutavault here. Yes. Though a bolt off the hand is gonna be awful. Do they have a counter for that? They have a remand. They have a remand. I have no other black. Ugh. All right, what do we need to win this? I don't think I have an out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I get to draw again. I guess I'll kill something. Okay. Get to go. Get to go again. Oh. Oh, field. That's not gonna do it. Well, we burn out here. A little blue-red Fairy Delver. I like this. It's a pretty sweet little thing our opponent's doing. Pretty sweet. Could we have done much different there? We don't really have any board wipes. And so without the board wipes, I think that's why we struggled, for sure. Go ahead and concede. All right, opponent. 3-2. 3-2. Not bad. 3-2. See you in the recap. Change, since it's toolbox-like with your mystical teachings, that change as the meta changes. We never ran into any super graveyard-based decks. If you were to run into them, I don't know. Well, we say that, and then match 1 was one of the primary ones. I guess you just don't worry too much about the graveyard. Interact with it when you need to, but you can definitely Cryptic Command your way out of it and then take just enough turns and win the game. Deck suite, I don't know if I would change anything. I don't believe I'm an expert at all to suggest any changes, but if you're looking for a list, you can definitely find this one down in the description below. I would take it for a run if you've got the means to do so. It's a lot of fun, takes a lot of brain power, I will say. A lot of decisions. And I only say that because if you're not practiced in it, you could definitely make quite a few mistakes, which would maybe be frustrating while you're playing Magic. Jam it out, play it. This is one of our 10 3-color decks that we're going to run in a challenge / competitiveness here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.